Hello and welcome to day 1 of my 31 Days of Horror. I'm Joey Hollywood, and I thought I'd keep with traditions that we've built up over the past 4 years of this show, and start off with a silent film. I have to admit I've never actually seen a silent film that's based around ghosts, so I did a Google search for best silent film about ghosts, and The Cat and the Canary from 1927 was the top result. It's an adaptation of John Willard's 1922 stage play, and it's directed by Paul Linné. The plot of the movie is very Scooby-Doo in nature. It revolves around an eccentric millionaire who has been called crazy his whole life, and he leaves in his will that all his fortune will go to his most distant relative because he hated his family so much. But she only gets the money if she is proven to be sane, because his family thought he was insane his whole life. And they have to stay a night inside the house and have a doctor prove that she's sane in the morning. Unfortunately, there's a lot of spooky, scary skeleton stuff going on, and it's making the heir to the fortune a little less than rational. To my surprise, this was actually a horror comedy. I wasn't expecting that. I actually really didn't know what to expect with this. I went into this one a little blind. But I think it balances the really scary moments and the funny elements pretty well. There's a scene that sticks out in my mind where a picture frame is falling towards the relatives, and I think it's pretty effective for the time. And the comedy elements, while being extraordinarily goofy, I think are fun and innocent, and I don't know, I liked them. There's a scene where one of the relatives hides under a bed because he's scared, and some girls come in and start changing, and he's afraid to leave because he might be seen as a pervert. And when they catch him, instead of just having like a still frame of like what it is they're supposed to be saying, there's this animated assortment of like asterisks and things insinuating that she's swearing up a storm. And it's cute, it's funny. The main actress of the movie is beautiful, and I think she really conveys the anxiety that her character is supposed to be feeling. I'm always fascinated by the performances of these like older silent films, because they have to be a lot more expressive because they're telling a story visually. This movie's been remade a couple times. Most famously, there is a remake with Bob Hope, and I considered giving that one a watch, but even though I liked this one, I felt like I'm going to be doing some other things with 31 Days of Horror. I don't want to be trapped with all the adaptations of The Cat and the Canary. I may check it out down the line, but for now I think this was a pretty good start for my 31 horror movies for 2017. Thank you for watching. I'm Joey Hollywood, and I'll see you next time in day 2 of my 31 Days of Horror.